Hello, my merciful brothers and sisters. It is I, MisterMercy, bringing you another video with some Overwatch gameplay. So, in this video, I wanted to talk about loot boxes and sort of the future of cosmetic items in Overwatch. Now, to begin this video, let me first off start by speculating on what I think our next seasonal event will be. Now, I'll tell you right now, the next seasonal event is not going to be Easter themed. Not only is, at least from my experience, Easter's kind of dying out as a holiday among like non-religious people. If you're super religious and you like go to church every day and you really are a hardcore Christian, then yeah, Easter's still kind of a big deal. But for like Protestants and other like semi-religious people, Easter's kind of not as big as it used to be. It's not as a big deal as it used to be. But Blizzard, if you don't believe me on that, then Blizzard has also said that they aren't doing an Easter event. They announced that back when they were asked if they were going to do a Valentine's event for Valentine's Day, and they said, nope, we're not doing that, and we're not doing an Easter event. So if you think the next event's going to be an Easter event, I hate to break it to you, but it's not going to be an Easter event. What I think is more likely is that we will see an April Fool's themed seasonal event starting either next week or the week after. But it could be as late as 3 weeks from now. My guess is that the reason why I think it's next week is because that gives it like a full 3 weeks before April Fool's actually happens, and also next week they could launch it with Orisa, because there's speculation that Orisa is going to be coming to the live game sometime next week, so I think that'd be a perfect time to start this April Fool's themed seasonal event. And Blizzard has already had a long track record of doing things for April Fools, such as, messing with patch notes or, putting little things up on their website, and they've done this for pretty much all of their games, including World of Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, Diablo, Hearthstone, StarCraft, so they've pretty much done April Fools every year. It's such a tradition for Blizzard to do April Fools every year that there's actually an archive on their website where you can go and look at all of their April Fools pranks that they've done over the years. I unfortunately couldn't get to it for this video. My website or my browser wouldn't connect to the website for some reason. But yeah, it's up there if you want to go check it out on their website. You can just search up Blizzard April Fools archive and you'll probably get it. So April Fool's is a big deal for Blizzard. They say it's one of their favorite holidays of the year. And my guess is that if we don't get a full-on seasonal event for April Fool's for Overwatch, I'd say expect at least something Overwatch related on April Fool's, because they always do April Fool's well with Blizzard. So even if we don't get a full seasonal event, they're still doing something for Overwatch. Even if they release, just weird patch notes for April Fools, I think that's going to happen. Something for April Fools is going to happen for Overwatch. Now, personally, if we had an April Fools event, I think it would be really cool to have costume swap skins. So, like, for example, you could have Roadhog in like a Widowmaker skin, or you could have Mercy in a Genji skin. I think that actually looks kind of cool, actually. And you could do like little funny things like that, like mess with the cosmetics for April Fools. I mean, there could also be some other people I've seen when talking about a potential April Fools event have talked about having like some kind of like mode, or maybe like it's in the arcade where everybody has a bobblehead or something. Like, so that would be kind of funny. Now, seasonal events themed around these holidays and stuff, they're cool and all, and they give us some awesome loot. However, I'm here for this video to focus on what comes after the April Fool's event. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't get excited for standard loot boxes anymore. Not talking seasonal event loot boxes, I'm talking the regular base game loot boxes that you get whenever there's not a seasonal event. I don't get excited for those anymore, because I already have all the cosmetic items from the base game that I want. I've saved up my gold and purchased everything I want for every hero that's available, and I think a lot of people who have had the game for a long time have done that as well. Now, if you look at the history of when the seasonal events have dropped, The summer games kicked off in August, which was 3 months after launch. And then 2 months after that, we got the Halloween Terror event in October. Then 2 months after that, we got Winter Wonderland. And then a month after that, we got Year of the Rooster. Now, it seems as if the usual pattern for these seasonal events is 2 months between events. So that means if the next one is late this month in March, that would place the one after it in May, because they usually the events usually last about 3 weeks, so it would probably end around April if it started like near the end of this month. And then the one after that would happen in May. And the cool thing about that is that would be exactly 1 year since Overwatch's launch. Now, I think Blizzard needs more of an incentive for people who have owned the game for some time to pick up more regular loot boxes. I'm sure they're getting tons of money from new players who just got the game and they don't have any of the cosmetics, so I'm sure they're raking a lot of money from that with regular loot boxes. But and I know they're also going to get a lot of money from people who plop down like $20 to $100 every seasonal event to get all the good items in those, but those are just temporary. For the seasonal events, those are temporary, so when that event goes away, you don't get any more of those seasonal loot boxes. I think what the game needs is, I think the regular loot boxes that are available all the time need an upgrade with more unlockable content. We need more cosmetics that aren't necessarily themed around anything. Maybe just, for skins, just have more color variations or more just creative skin ideas that aren't necessarily themed around a holiday or a special event, something like that. Just kind of more generic, skins and emotes and stuff that like what the base game had, pretty much. And just more cool content in general that you can unlock with these regular old loot boxes. Now, the 2 skins that Reinhardt got for the Icon Vault update, that was a good start. That's kind of what I'm thinking about, is you get, skins kind of like that. That of course those are technically themed around Icon Vault, but still, you guys get my point. Like, it doesn't need to be themed around anything specific. Just, more like creative skin ideas that stay in the base game, and can be unlocked with regular loot boxes in the arcade or by purchasing them, whatever. Because I think we need more than just a couple skins every now and then when a new map drops. I mean, we didn't even get new skins for when Oasis dropped, so we need a big content drop full of more content for the base game, not just seasonal events, but the base game of Overwatch. Now, in my opinion, there is no better time to do that than each May to celebrate Overwatch's release. So they can do like an Overwatch anniversary big content drop every May, and instead of having it be like a seasonal event, they can make it a story event or just some generic big content patch. And my guess is that they would have to add, because I did a lot of the math, and I'm not going to bore you guys with all the math that I did, but I figured out like how many cosmetics were in the base game, and then how much was added to it over time with the seasonal events and other content patches. And my estimate for what this big content drop would have to need to be sufficient is it would need to have 750 new cosmetics to the game. That would include skins, emotes, sprays, player icons, everything. Now, only a small portion of that would probably be skins. Maybe like 10% of it would be skins. And like I said, most of it would probably just be sprays and voice lines and player icons and stuff like that. But every hero in the game, all 24 heroes, would get new permanent content to the game that will not go away when the next event drops. But that was just some of my ideas about how to solve Overwatch's loot box problem. Let me know what you guys think about this idea down in the comments below. And remember, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'm Mr. Mercy. Peace, everyone.